Greetings, church. This is Pastor Amy Slater with Southgate United Methodist Church with another midweek update. This week, we are talking about our church's statement of welcome and the different ways that we can live out that statement of welcome. And I'll read it to you now. It's found on our church website. It was something that was discussed and voted upon when the church decided to become a reconciling church, which means a church that is openly welcoming and affirming of members of the LGBTQ community. So here is our statement. Southgate UMC is a faith community inspired to engage, act, and grow with and in God. We formally announce our welcome and affirmation to all people of any race, ethnicity, ability, sexual orientation, and gender identity. So, this is who we are and who we welcome. And we have a message from our outreach committee about what we are going to be encouraging you to do to observe Pride Month. June is Pride Month to lift up members of the LGBTQ community and to celebrate the diversity in who we all are. So we are pleased to welcome Dawn Elliott, who has a message from the Outreach Committee.
Greetings. June is Pride Month. As you're probably aware, this is an issue that has divided the United Methodists for years and has yet to be resolved. People from both sides turn to the Bible to support their position, which I am doing now. From the Bible, a few verses. From Matthew 22, verse 39, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. John 13, verse 34, a new commandment I give you, that you love each other, just as I have loved you, so you all must love one another. According to the Gallup poll, the percentage of American adults identifying as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender increased to 4.5% in 2017. The latest estimate is based on over 340,000 interviews conducted as part of Gallup's daily tracking in 2017. 4.5% of the population is a significant number of people. Here at Southgate, we voted to be a reconciling church. If you would like to visually show your support and awareness to the members of the LGBTQ community, we invite you to display one of the following in the front window of your home during the month of June. A sign showing LGBTQ support could state one of the following: love is resilient, more love, less hate, not gay but supportive, people are people, everyone should have equal rights, love is love, more love, less hate. Or display a heart that will be attached to an email that you will receive from the church. You can color it with the Pride colors, which are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. The colors' meanings, like our sign, the red is for life, orange is healing, yellow is sunlight, green is nature, blue is harmony, and purple is the spirit. Thank you for considering this action from the Outreach Committee at Southgate.
Thank you, Dawn, for sharing with us what the Outreach Committee has put together to help us all live out our statement of welcome when it comes to welcoming people of all sexual orientations and all gender identities. The question of full inclusion of members of the LGBTQ community in the life of the United Methodist Church, it's still up in the air. There was going to be a great deal of discussion and possibly some major changes to the structure of our denomination at General Conference, which would have been in May. That has been postponed to early September of 2021 because of the coronavirus. What that means is we're kind of in a holding pattern, and we members of the LGBTQ community are essentially having to wait even longer to to know whether or not our church is going to fully include them in the life of the church by ordaining members of the community, by performing same-sex marriages, and allowing churches to do that. So continue to be in prayer for our denomination as we are in this holding pattern of sorts. Pray for those who will be gathering in September of 2021. Pray for our church here in Southgate, that we can live out our statement of welcome to the members of the LGBTQ community. Our outreach committee, to recap, is asking us to do to make an outward sign of our support and affirmation and welcome in observation of Pride Month. June is Pride Month. So you'll receive in your email from the church, if you haven't already, just an attachment. It's a printout of a heart, and you can color it rainbow colors, put a statement on there of support. Any of those that Dawn mentioned, or any that you're feeling in your heart, post it in your window, on your front door. Let's fill up our neighborhoods with rainbows and support. And that is one part of how we are living out our welcome. And I also want to talk about the part of our statement that talks about welcoming people of all ethnicities and races. There is a great deal of unrest in our country right now because of injustices inflicted on African Americans in our country and all minorities. There is a lack of access, there's a lack of justice in our economic system as well as in our judicial system for those who are minorities. And I talked on Sunday about how those of us who are white in this country have a certain privilege that we may not even realize or fully or aren't fully aware of, and that it's important to go beyond um, just a lack of hate in our hearts, move from the lack of hate to working for justice and anti-racism work. And that first starts with internal reflection. What are the privileges I have had simply because I'm white? What biases and assumptions have I been exposed to living in this country as a white person? And then to become more aware of those, and then to start listening to the voices of people who have experienced oppression and injustice. Listen to their experiences and learn more about the systemic problems that lead to marginalization of people of other races. Starting tomorrow, Thursday, I'm going to start posting in our Facebook on our Facebook page resources that I personally have found helpful, as well as those that have been recommended to me that talk about anti-racism work and things that we can do, voices we need to listen to in order to engage in this. There'll be articles, books, movies, videos, interviews. Um, we'll start putting those on the website. Also, if there are any of you interested in joining me for a book study on this topic, let me know. If there's enough interest, we'll get a small group together by Zoom. If we feel safe to do so later this summer in person, we might explore that possibility as well. This is not easy work, and it does require a certain level of vulnerability in figuring out where we personally need to improve. And I pray that we can engage in all of this work with an open heart, and rather than heaping shame on ourselves, invite each other to hold us accountable to working towards justice for all in this country. And so I am grateful for all of you, for your open hearts and your open spirits to caring for and affirming all the diversity of our community here in Lincoln, in sharing God's love and welcome to all. So, my friends, stay healthy and safe and know that God loves you, and I do too. And I'll see you Sunday.